In here. What is up, guys? I'm Nisu, joined on the desk with Gideon Q and Mirko. Gentlemen, how are we feeling about the first draft?
I'm feeling the first draft is interesting. Punish your front lines, be able to diversify, go into the back lines as well. Cool places to attack each comp.
Hey man, they're gonna go in for the dive. They want to play their game, both of them, right? FNOP want to go aggressive, TLID want to go aggressive. It's a brawl.
It's gonna be a brawl out here again, a best of 7, and we're starting it up with game number 1. Oxiana Arena is ready for this bout, and both these teams have fought through the gauntlet to lead up to this. Already in the mid lane, a lot of early action expected with what we've seen so far. Super Prince pretty low here, but we got to talk about the fact that the meta has really set in, especially throughout the knockouts and where we've landed now. But this Lilia pick from Yehezkiel, mind you, one of the players that brings out the most unique heroes to the game here. And how does this work out?
Yeah, they brought up the Xavier. We were expecting something like that too. Oh, Witty with the flicker out. But yeah, this pick isn't really something we see too much of from Yehezkiel in MP Indonesia Season 14. Though, however, when his name was still Sin, we saw a lot of Yehezkiel Lilia.
Absolutely. I mean, it's one of the few picks that can apply a lot of pressure to your opponents, right? As long as you are hitting those stacks and making sure that you are continuously keeping them in place, you're basically a zoning mage, right? And let's not forget that, at least with Lo Yi, yes, the yin-yang reaction is great, but it also has the conditions of making sure you have an enchanted talisman, for an example. And you can even see, right, from the emblems itself, he wants to live in these fights to continuously throw them out.
Oh! Flicker out from Yehezkiel. Shadow Kill, not ready just yet. There you go. King Kong gonna be very low. Shadow Kill not able to transfer over to King Kong. Both teams surviving no casualties as of the first minute.
Well, good thing though, you know, Yehezkiel doesn't go down. Had to burn the flicker, so that is going to be down. Also the revitalize from Brusco. But both teams still obviously looking for that potential first blood, really on this side of the map here.
Okay, it's Kirk. We're just gonna walk up. Aran doing the same thing. Both of the tanks here, frontliners. It just seems like, you know, it's kind of a similar game that Brusco wants to play compared to Aran. It's all about screening, waiting, and I would say distracting the back line.
I mean, as long as the back line is confused with where they need to go, yeah. Team Liquid ID, we know for a fact they kind of want to go straight forward at their opponents, but only on the right conditions. And hopefully, it's based on where Super Preference is going to be showing himself.
And that's a part of this. Again, at level 4 for Witty, not available just yet. So not going to be able to go for that pick-off potential. Same thing on the other side. You know, it's Fnatic Onyx PH that wants to take their time as they approach the first objective. Don't want to overextend. Brusco has been fantastic throughout the tournament, making plays himself, you know, setting things up like, for example, with the TLID that we saw earlier on. Here's the taunt, though. Witty's in trouble.
Kundo, Witty jumping back and forth. Wave the dragon over to Brusco. That's Paven walking up. Shadow Kill 2. Brusco, AOC, able to escape.
He's still alive, and now they keep on going for it. Aaron Shiki's hitting back against Super Prince. The front lines are starting to crumble.
Revitalize. Witty jumping back into Kundo. Knocking Brusco up. Diversion to the back as well. Witty taken down by Kirk with that Primal Wrath.
And they'll make it happen. First blood still going, though.
Yep, they're gonna keep on running. Oh, he's alive, right? They're all good. They're all good. All right. First blood goes through as expected. We weren't hoping for this game to be extremely bloody. It's still a marathon. It's not a race.
Aran will be trying to zone them away. Queller comes in from King Kong. Fabian on Aran gonna go for the stun. Kirk with the onward, and that's the kill with a Soul Sever. 2 kills for the neutral objective. Fabian.
He's fine. Oh, whoa, he goes back. Kirk. Oh!
They're not done with it yet. They want to keep on trading as much as they can. They cannot let this gold go too far off their leads.
You see, already, the back and forth, the pendulum is already swinging this early in the game. And that's what you want to do. If you're TLID, you want to go in for those pickoffs. You utilize the fact that you're so mobile on this Hayabusa for Fabian. He does pick up a Hunter Strike already, too. Black Shoes already used from Yehezkiel.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage, man. Diversion, don't know if they spot it. Yehezkiel spots it. Oh, no one takes it. Just a bit of vision, utility here and there for FNOP.
Great call. But so far, you can tell that both teams are trying to determine where the battle lines are, right? Respect the borders. The river has been such a dangerous place already in the first 4 minutes of the game, and only very small advantages have been created. So far, King Kong, a single level ahead of Favion for now, and things could start snowballing out of control, because even Kirk has a lead on Aran.
He has a lead right now, still kind of checking out the area here too, locking in the buffs before this next objective does come up. But so far, so good. Even for Fnatic Onyx PH, Kirk could be in trouble. Pops the Primal Wrath, might get run down.
No flicker. Fabian with the quad shadow, able to connect onto Kirk. He is all isolated. He will not use the resources here. It will just be a kill. A good pickoff for the cavalry.
And Fnatic Onyx PH have not found the trade on the opposite side. Close, but still no cigar this time. Woody able to cover on Aaron Shiki, knowing the motions coming in from Fnatic Onyx. That first rotation looks good. Here comes the next fight.
Taunt into Soul Sever from King Kong. Revitalize used up by Aran. Whoa. Sent over to Brusco. AOG defensively. And that will be it in that skirmish. Meanwhile, the Usurper, Fabian, up top, picking up a turret. Diversion coming down as well. King Kong charging up the surge. Won't be able to find it. Fabian should be able to escape freely.
Gets out freely, gets a turret. Fabian doing work right now. He's everywhere on the Hayabusa. And that's what Fnatic Onyx PH has to watch out for. Head on a swivel, but again, they have the Luo Yi. We saw Super Prince play this hero to a T throughout this tournament. And for the M6 in general, it's been such a crucial pick for a lot of teams in their compositions and how they approach the macro level of the game. Now that this turtle is up, though, second one for the taking, TLID has a very minor lead. And they'll try to get control of this too. Again, even if they plant Yehezkiel up front as a mage, it's fine. He can always Black Shoes out and just try to bait out some of the resources from Fnatic, and that's why they're so careful on the approach. Oh, bottom side.
Oh, Kara might actually, oh man, Fabian already used a Shadow Kill earlier, so no kill. Diversion, Aran. Stopping the bush, Aaron Shiki able to dash away from the Earth Shatter. Now it's Winnie coming down, King Kong securing the turtle.
He finds it, they manage to walk away. If they disengage now, it's going to be a plus for Fnatic Onyx PH here, but the Usurper will not let this stand. He's looking for another turret. That's two already secured.
At this point, this guy, he's a jungler, but he's also a turret destroyer, right? He's pushed down 2 tier 1s, but look at this side of the jungle. They're going to be focusing here. Witty should be able to get out, takes the Queller, but he's fine. But they do take a buff, and so they are going to try to find something around the map, and that's what Fnatic Onyx will always do when they get the information on the moves coming out from TLID. So next focused for them, again, both teams already having one turtle, but the next time this comes up, the Lord is for the taking here. And that's where we really have to start to look. Are the items in place for them to fight out? Witty.
Great dash away from the Jikundo. Witty to the corner. Bad spot. Kelra picks up the kill. Shadow kill from Fabian. Kelra's going to be taken down by Fabian.
Revitalize already popped down as Super Prince is going to get zoned out. Brusco should be gone for it. Yehezkiel bails out with the Black Shoes.
Oh, they still want to fight?
Oh, back into Fabian. Kirk going in as well. Primal Rat to take him down.
No!
Shingy bursted by the yin-yang reaction of Super Prince.
That's a great collapse. A clap back from Fnatic Onyx PH. This has been a battle of inches so far. We haven't seen any real momentum, but at least this time round, Fnatic Onyx PH fight on their terms after the initial aggression from TLID.
And that's what they had to have happen at this point. Again, waiting for that first Lord to come up. That also allowed now Kelra has the Malefic gun on the Bruno alongside the Haas Claw. So he's got the 2 items, and over on the other side, Aaron Shiki still building up into the second item. But they also grabbed themselves that tier 1 turret now on the top side. So playing into this in 20 seconds when that Lord comes up, Fnatic might decide to go ahead and approach this in a different way. Remember, every single time they can utilize Super Prince with the Luo Yi, show up at an off angle, and surprise TLID.
All right, so we're seeing a different approach to the Granger here in the Grand Finals. Aaron Shiki going for the safer approach. Usually we see Skypiercer item 2, Diversion. Fabian's gonna be careful here.
They spot him.
Action, no, the taunt as well. No, Fabian gets away from the taunt, gets out of the worldy. Or just the last shot, actually. Not even worldy committed by Kelra.
But now the Lord, they've lost position on it, right? With Fabian so low, I don't think he can contest for this. Let's see how TLID is going to handle as they drop the Glorious Pathway.
Glorious Pathway down as well. King Kong able to burst it down with the Soul Sever. Witty jumping in with the Jikundo and the Dragon.
And then continue forward. Aaron Shiki holding his ground. They're looking for a fight. Fabian fights one. Kelra takes down another. And now without any purifies, Kelra walks forward, finds it. Kirk takes it. Aaron Shiki is down. And that is going to be a full wipeout here for Fnatic Onyx PH.
The gold standard! Kelra making his mark on the world stage in the Grand Finals. A wipeout, and now he's just balling down these turrets.
He saw Fabian take the turrets. He's taken the team and the mid turret, tier 2. Taking a look at the Insta replay brought to us by Kadia. This setup was so good, and it looked like Team Liquid had an idea on how they could win this team fight. But the biggest problem, look at the positioning for Kelra. Untouched, just able to move and groove and slide around and pick up the kills and clean things up.
I think that TLID, even though they had an idea in terms of execution, could not find it just yet, right? Oh no, Witty, he's
man, Kelra! This is a burst! Aaron Shiki to become AOG. Aaron Shiki going to be falling to Brusco. Diversion to the back.
And Brusco, he doesn't mind with Kirk and Super Prince already holding on. Yehezkiel making sure those minions are down. They can't get out of this just yet.
Kelra is unstoppable and is going for more as well. Kelra gets a double.
Into the slide, he went. The toss up, the slide, it's all on point.
Talking about chemistry, the Super family well connected there, making sure that the onward and the slide tackle are perfectly in combination, and they get to walk out for free despite being in the base with holy shields.
And this is why it's just so infuriating. It's so annoying to go up against Fnatic Onyx Philippines. For the few 6 minutes we saw, we were like, all right, they were matching King Khan, they were matching Kirk, but then Kelra shows up.
It's a tough game. It's a really, really tough game here. Based on the items, you can see the respect coming out from both sides, all right? Aaron Shiki currently at 2 items with Hunter Strike and the BOD. He's not going for Sky Piercer this time around, but even Favian, right? He's not going for Sky Piercer either. He wants instant power. He hasn't gotten the War Axe just yet, but decided to finish the Malefic Roar first.
There it is, locking that in. And this is the difficult part of it, because if we have to look at and break this down, Team Liquid ID, they just had a landslide gold deficit now. You can see it, right? They're feeling pretty good. The lightning emotes are out, the charge is up. But for Team Liquid ID, they kind of relying on Witty. But the problem is, he prioritized Magic Resist. But the Kelra's the problem right now. A couple shots alone brings Witty down, even Aran on the high-lows. So now this is where they go ahead and continue to put the pressure, take the buffs, take whatever they want. And it's up to Team Liquid ID and Witty and Aran to figure out how do we deal with this.
I mean, right now, the next item, Power Spike, that we can see, Winds of Nature, already purchased by Kelra. He doesn't mind to go for those 1v1s, either against Favian or even from Aaron Shiki. But at this point, I think that TLID will have to just sacrifice another inhibitor. This next fight is going to make it or break it for them.
And Yehezkiel just can't get close. The fact of the matter is, Kelra already has the Malefic gun, so he's going to be outranging the glooms coming down from Yehezkiel. And if he needs to dish out a bit more damage to get the kill, he's going to have to sacrifice the black shoes, maybe even the flicker. And I don't know, man. I don't see Lilia as an execute hero.
I mean, Lilia is supposed to be designed against Brusco, maybe even Kirk, sometimes even King Kong if he's already dashed into the middle of the fight, right? He needs Aaron Shiki to kind of slow them down so he can make sure he hits every single one of his abilities. But for now, Fnatic Onyx, they understand that they've got better team fighting overall based on the number of fights that they've had around the river.
And Aran will go ahead and give the information that Fnatic Onyx PH will go ahead and start up to the Lord here. They're pretty scattered across the map, so they might just be making the call, you know what, give up the Lord, give it to them, and get ready for a base defense because they got a lot of catching up to do. They're down 8,000 gold. The good thing is they hold on to the base turrets earlier on, but now that this Lord is getting ready to siege in, and what we've seen so far from the team fighting capabilities of this lineup from Fnatic Onyx PH, Team Liquid ID is going to have to pull some type of a miracle already. Diversion, just trying to spot things out. Aran is there alongside Favian. Wants to go ahead and grab his purple buff before this fight, before this defense that they need to pull off. But they're just shoved off of it again. So they have no choice but to go ahead and get prepped and ready for that Lord crashing down to the bottom side, managing the waves. The flares will go out, giving them the information at this point. And so now, Fnatic Onyx PH, are they going to press the situation, dive into the base, over the walls as the Lord charges in?
Wouldn't be too bad of an idea if they do so, right? As long as Kelra has the space, he can do whatever he wants to, and even sidestepping the Death Sonata shots just to make sure TLID gives him respect.
Look at that, Malefic gun. That's what it gets you. You can hit the turret from so far away. It's a mortar. Slowly but surely just catapulting his way into the base turret. 2 base turrets gone just like that. They're blitzing the base of Liquid.
Are they going to go for a third here?
Oh, yeah.
That's the Dragon. Over to Kirk. Kirk can be caught. Aaron Shiki unable to dish out enough damage. Aran is demolished. Obliterated in front.
And with... that's tough. Aran is gone. Diversion.
Oh my god, almost a fadeaway! Yehezkiel is quelled! And Brusco goes in for the AOG. 2 members down.
Literally vaporized at this point, and now going for the endgame scenario. They just don't have the items to hold on!
Kelra's just focused. FNOP